How's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys and gals, and today what I have for everyone is my full review of the SZC F9-5.0 truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds. Alright, so I've been using these bad boys for a good amount of time, and I feel like I've gathered all my thoughts and opinions on them, and that's what I'm going to share with y'all today in this video. So hopefully by the end of the video, you guys and gals know if these earbuds are worth picking up. But before we get started, I just want to send a big shout out and a big thank you to SZC for making this video possible. As I say in a lot of my other sponsored videos, I really do appreciate it when companies reach out to us smaller content creators and give us the ability to review their products and give our 100% honest and unbiased feedback, essentially letting their product speak for itself. So again, a big shout out and a big thank you going out to SZC for making this video possible. Alright, let's dive right in. So starting off, the first thing I want to talk about with you guys and gals is the overall build quality and design of the earbuds themselves. Alright, now talking about the overall build quality of the earbuds, these earbuds right here are built primarily and exclusively out of your plastic materials. Now we have grippy texturized plastic on your touch sensitive area, and then we have glossy texturized plastic everywhere else. Alright, so in terms of the overall build quality, I have to say the build quality on these is really good. It's very lightweight and super comfortable for extended listening sessions. So really good stuff there in terms of the overall build quality. Now, jumping over to the overall design, I have to say the design on these is okay to good. Alright, now there are a few issues that I have with the design that I would like to see improved. Alright, now number one, I really want these earbuds to be a little bit bigger. They're a little bit too small for my opinion. I would like them to be a little bit bigger because the size of these actually makes them a little bit difficult to work with. Alright, and design issue number two is I would have liked to have seen a dedicated wing on these, okay, just to add extra support when they're in my ears. Especially when you're working out, you would really want that extra additional support. So maybe a dedicated wing incorporated into the next iteration of this design would make it a little bit better in my opinion. And y'all already know I'm not a fan of the touch controls. So maybe SZC, if y'all improve the design on your next iteration of these and y'all make those improvements, it will make the design, in my opinion, a lot better. But for me, I'm not a big fan of this design, okay? So all in all, the build quality is really good and the overall design, in my opinion, is just okay. Alright? Now, moving on, the next thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall core feature set on these. Now, talking about the core features on these earbuds, I have to say the core features on these is really solid, and SZC did a great job. So core feature number one, these bad boys incorporate Bluetooth 5.0 technology on board, which means that you can truly live that hashtag wireless lifestyle and you don't have to fight with any cables whatsoever. So that's a really solid core feature in my opinion, and I really do like to see that on these Bluetooth earbuds. Okay, so good stuff there. Core feature number two, these bad boys do incorporate sweat and water resistance. It has the IPX7 sweat and water resistance rating. So that makes them ideal for workouts or getting caught in the occasional shower if you're outside road running or road walking. And you can technically take these in the shower with you and listen to your music if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, because I found that in my experience, once you get super sweaty or a lot of moisture is involved, they tend to slide around a lot. Okay, so I wouldn't actually recommend you take these in the shower, But if you do want to try to use these for exercising, which I wouldn't recommend either because they're kind of too small in my opinion, they can stand up to workouts and the occasional shower. Okay, so that is a really solid core feature to see right there. Now, another core feature is that these earbuds do incorporate a dedicated microphone, which you can see right there, but sadly, the microphone performance on these is not the best. I'm going to expand on that a little bit later on in the video, but they do have dedicated microphones on board, so technically you can interact with your devices using voice commands or your voice assistant, or you can dictate text messages, so on and so forth, because it has built-in dedicated microphones. Alright, so that is a solid core feature to see right there as well. And the last core feature that I like about these earbuds is that they do give you the ability to use them truly in independent mode or in stereo mode. So really good stuff there. Really happy to see that as well. Now, some additional features that I like that SZC has thrown in is that the charging case does have a built-in percentage readout. So if I drop one of the buds in the case, you can see you do have your built-in percentage readout, so you know how charged the earbuds are, and you do also can tell how fully charged the earbuds are with these built-in green LEDs. Alright, so really good stuff there, and I really do like this built-in LED percentage readout on the case itself. So really nice additional core feature there, and a lot of Bluetooth accessories need to start incorporating this in my opinion. Alright, it definitely is a really solid core feature in my opinion. Alright, but essentially that goes over all of the core features of these earbuds. So now let's keep it moving. Alright, let's go. Now, moving on, the next thing that I want to talk about with everyone is the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass on these earbuds. And this is an area where I have to say SZC did a great job. In terms of the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass, these earbuds are top notch in my opinion. So the overall sound quality is very crisp, very clear throughout, with minimal distortion on the low or the high ends of the volume spectrum. So really good overall sound quality in my opinion. In terms of the volume, these bad boys do get extremely loud, easily getting loud enough for me to drown out my surroundings so I can fully immerse myself in whatever I'm trying to do with the earbuds. And oh my goodness, the bass on these, I don't even know how they did it. The bass on these earbuds is really good as well. The depth that it provides via the bass is really good, so it's nice and punchy, and it just adds that extra bit of dimension to whatever I was listening to or watching with these earbuds in. So in terms of the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass on these, it is top notch in my opinion. So good stuff there. Alright, moving on now, let's dive a little bit deeper into the microphone quality, i.e. the overall microphone performance. And this is an area where these earbuds kind of fell flat in my opinion. So when we talk about the microphone performance, I did my testing doing just about everything that I can do with the earbuds in terms of the microphone. So I dictated a ton of emails, I've dictated a ton of text messages, I've taken a bunch of phone calls, and in my opinion, the overall microphone performance on these is passable at best, especially when you're using them for taking phone calls. A lot of callers told me I sounded like I was fading in and out, and the volume sounded pretty low, but it wasn't choppy or distorted, but that's still pretty bad in my opinion. So the overall microphone performance, at least for taking phone calls, definitely needs some improvement. Now for dictating text messages and emails, it wasn't too bad. It still wasn't the best. I found that it was kind of cutting off my words a lot quicker than I would normally see on any of my other Bluetooth earbuds. So that does need some improvement as well. Now, let me just clear the air real quick. In the durability section, which we're going to talk about in a little bit here, I did drop these earbuds, but my drops in no way affected the overall microphone performance. These issues that I just got done talking about, I was having with the earbuds from day one. Alright, so this is just my experience with the earbuds microphones from day one. Alright, so I know a lot of people say sometimes, oh, well, you're probably having an issue because you dropped it. No, I was having this issue from day one. Alright, so in terms of the microphone performance or the mic quality, this definitely needs some improvement in my opinion. Alright, let's keep it moving now. Up next now, I just want to take everyone through the overall pairing steps and the overall Bluetooth earbud button controls. So we're going to dive into this. Now, before we get started, I just want to mention that these pairing steps will work across any Bluetooth compatible device. So if you're using Android, it's going to work. If you're using iOS, it's going to work. If you're using a Windows device, it's going to work. If you want to pair these up to your car and your car has built-in Bluetooth, it's going to work. So on and so forth. The steps are essentially the same. It just looks a little bit different depending on the OS and or the platform that you are using. And today in this video, we will be using an Android device, okay? So I just wanted to clear the air on that one right there, okay? Now, the next thing we need to do as we get into talking about the pairing steps is we need to decide whether or not we want to use one earbud at a time or we want to use both earbuds together. So you do need to make that that distinction before you get started with the pairing steps. And also, you need to decide whether or not you want to use the case to power on the earbuds and put them into pairing mode, or you want to use the touch sensitive controls to power on the earbuds individually and put them into pairing mode. Now, if you want to use the touch sensitive controls to put the earbuds into pairing mode, all you have to do is press and hold the touch sensitive area on either earbud for 3 to 5 seconds to power it on. It will automatically go into pairing mode, and then you find it on your device. I'm going to walk you through that. So you need to decide whether you want to use the touch sensitive controls or the case to put them into pairing mode. Now for this video, and because I think it's super convenient, we are going to use the case. So the first thing you want to do is open up the case, take the earbuds, drop them in. Now it is magnetic, so you just have to line it up and it will drop straight in. Okay, and once they're in, just line this up here. My bad, I put that in upside down. It's going to start charging. You can close it up and they're ready. Let them sit for a minute and we're going to prep our device. So on your device here, what you need to do is swipe down on your notification shade twice, go to the Bluetooth toggle right here, tap on it once to make sure it turns on, give it a second to turn on, alright? Then you want to press and hold on the Bluetooth toggle to take you into the Bluetooth main settings here. Now, on your newer Android devices, you want to tap on pair a new device, okay? And this is going to put your device in pairing mode, and it's going to be scanning for nearby Bluetooth devices. So now your device is ready to go. Alright? Now, back over on earbuds, you just want to open them up and take them out of the case. As soon as you take them out of the case, you'll be greeted with this flashing red and blue LED, indicating that they are in pairing mode. So let's take out both of them, and you'll see they'll sync up, and then they'll start flashing red and blue right here. So you can see starting to pulse red and blue on both earbuds, as you can see there. Alright, then back on your device, you should see in the Bluetooth available devices area the model number of the earbuds pop up. So you can see the model number on these is the F9-5.0. All you need to do to pair them up is just to tap on that. It's going to start the pairing process. We should be greeted with a pairing confirmation dialog box. We just want to tap pair to confirm. Takes a few seconds and it syncs right up. And on your newer Android devices, anything running Android 9.0 or better, you will see in the Bluetooth settings a active Bluetooth device and the battery percentage, as well as if I go home now and we swipe down on the notification shade again, you will see the model number of the Bluetooth connected device and the battery percentage in the quick toggles. Now, if you're on iOS and you're running an older iOS software, if you swipe over to where your widgets panel is in the far left, you will see the model of the earbuds pop up in the Bluetooth connected devices widget on your iOS device. Now, if you're running a newer version of iOS or you're running the current beta, you can put a widget on your home screen that will show you the battery percentage for your Bluetooth connected devices. So I just wanted to go over that for all my iOS people in the audience or my followers. So that's how you would see your battery percentage and the connected device on Android as well as iOS. Alright, so good stuff there. Now let's go ahead and go over the Bluetooth button controls on these. We're going to start off with music controls first, and for music controls to work, you do need to have music actively playing. So we're going to jump over to YouTube Music here, okay? And I was listening to some music earlier, so we're just going to cue that up. Now this is copyright-free music here, so I shouldn't have any issues. And we're just going to tap play to make sure the music is playing. And now we can control the music on our device, among other things, with the touch controls on the earbuds. Now we have one tap, play and pause on either earbud. So you can see I could pick up the left or the right, and we tap it once. It pauses, and tap it again. It starts playing. So good stuff there. And again, that's the same functionality on the right or the left earbud. Okay, so good stuff there. Now, let's say you want to go to the next track or the previous track on your device. Well, to go to the next track on your device, you just want to double tap the right earbud 2 times to go to the next track. So let me demo that for y'all and hope I don't mess it up. So 1, 2, and it goes to the next track, as you can see there. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, and it goes to the next track. One more time so y'all can see just how easy it is. 1, 2, and it goes to the next track. So if you want to go to the next track on your device with the earbuds, that's how you do it. Now, if you want to go to the previous track or restart a track with the earbuds, you just double tap the left touch sensitive area 2 times. The first time you do it, it's going to restart the track. The second time you do it, it's going to take you to the previous track. So let me show y'all here. So double tapping, 1, 2, restart the track, 1, 2. Take you to the previous track. Let's do that one more time. So let's let it play for a little bit. About 5 seconds. That's good. Double tap. 1, 2. Restart. Double tap. 1, 2. Previous track. Just like that. Real easy. No muss. No fuss. Alright. Now, let's say you want to control the volume on your device with the earbuds. Well, you can do that easily as well. It's just a triple tap on the left earbud for volume down, or a triple tap on the right earbud for volume up. So let's demonstrate this here. We're going to start with volume down first. So all we got to do is triple tap. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, my bad, I kind of messed that up. So let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. And you'll see it right there pop up on your device. So you do have full volume controls. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, messed it up again. There it is. Got it. It was a little delay there, but it does work. So you can control the volume up or down with the earbuds. So that's volume down. Let's now try and demo to the best of our ability volume up. So again, triple tap. 1, 2, 3. And we volume up. Again, 1, 2, 3. And it volumes up. So you do have play and pause functionality. You do have reverse or next track functionality. And you do have volume controls with the earbuds. So that is really nice as well. Okay, and one last feature that I like about these earbuds is that they do give you the ability to interact with your device using voice commands directly from the earbuds themselves. Now to do this, you can either have music playing or not, okay? All you have to do is press and hold either touch sensitive area for 1 to 2 seconds, wait for the prompt. It's either going to bing or it's going to say voice dial. And then you can say the command that you want to your device and it should work. So let's demonstrate this as well. Okay? So we're just going to pick up any bud and I'm going to demonstrate it both ways. So we're going to start playing the music. Okay? Music is playing. And all I have to do is press and hold for 1 to 2 seconds. So here we go. 1, 2. What's the weather like in Palm Bay today? Okay, and you see that did work and the music was playing, and I'm getting that audio feedback right here in the earbuds. So that's really nice. Let's do it one more time. Let's stop the music first. And let's hold it for 2 seconds again. 1, 2. What's the weather like in Palm Bay today? Okay. So you can see that did indeed work. It kind of messed up a little bit there, but it did indeed activate the voice command. Alright, so again, as you can see, it works whether you have music playing or not. So really good stuff there as well. And I gotta say, although I'm not a big fan of touch controls, these are the better touch controls that I've come across in my testing of Bluetooth products. So if you are going to implement touch controls, I would recommend you implement them like this. Alright, so that goes over the Bluetooth button controls. Now you do have phone controls as well, and it's pretty standard. I'll just put a list of the phone controls up in post. It's pretty straightforward. Once you get the hang of it, you shouldn't have any issues. But as I said, the microphone performance on these earbuds is so bad, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay? But I'll throw those up in post so y'all know how the phone call controls work. Alright, but this essentially goes over the Bluetooth pairing steps and the Bluetooth button controls. So let's power off the Bluetooth now. Okay? And let's power off the earbuds now as well. So press and hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Okay? It flashes and then they go off. So just that easy. Alright, now let's keep it moving, shall we? Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about with everyone is now I want to go over the Bluetooth range and the Bluetooth strength of these earbuds. Now, this, in my opinion, is another weak point of the earbuds, especially if you're using them in stereo mode. If you're using them in independent mode, you shouldn't have any problems, but I ran into a lot of connectivity issues using the earbuds in stereo mode, so both earbuds together. Now, once again, let me reiterate, these earbuds have Bluetooth 5.0 technology on board, giving them a standard range of 10 meters or 33 feet. Now, in my testing, I found that that was, not exactly true. I was getting an average range of about 15 feet, okay? And as long as I was within 15 feet, these earbuds worked no problems. But again, that was in independent mode. In stereo mode, I was getting a lot of connectivity issues, and a large majority of the time, I did find that I needed to disconnect the earbuds and reconnect the earbuds twice before I got a solid Bluetooth connection. So the Bluetooth range and strength on these definitely does need some improvement, especially in stereo mode. And the range was not the best either. Alright? So quickly wanted to go over that. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the overall durability on these earbuds. And this is a very important category for me, because you guys and gals know your boy is Mr. Super Clumsy. So anything I will drop, anything I can drop, I will inevitably drop. So there is no way around it. I'm just clumsy, y'all. I can't help it. So that being said, I have to tell y'all the durability on these earbuds was top notch. Now, since my testing has begun, I would say I've dropped these about 3 to 5 times, and as y'all can see, they're still in pristine condition. So no dings, no dents, no scratches, and they're still working as if I took them out of the box from day one. So same functionality, same features, everything is working exactly like day one. Alright? So really good overall durability in my opinion with these earbuds. Good stuff indeed. Top-notch durability with these earbuds. Now you still want to make sure that you are extremely careful, because all it does take with these type of devices and accessories is one good drop and they may potentially break. But in my particular experience, if you're clumsy like myself, they are more apt to survive the occasional drop. Okay, so overall durability on these is top notch. Alright, let's keep it moving now, and let's dive into another important category. Now let's talk about the overall charging times and the overall battery life of the earbuds. let's start off with the charging times first. Now, based on the manufacturer's estimates from their website and their Amazon page on Amazon, the earbuds and the case should charge up in about 1 to 2 hours. Now, I found that in my particular testing, the earbuds were charging up for me in just over an hour. Alright? And when we talk about the charging case, it was charging up for me in just under 2 hours. Now, for reference and transparency, when I talk about the charging case, I use some sort of quick charging anywhere in my home, whether it be turbo power charging or direct power delivery charging. So anything I charge up, I'm getting the absolute fastest charging speeds. Alright, so your charging speeds, as with your overall battery life, which is what we're getting ready to talk about in a second here, may vary depending on what you use and your usage style. Okay, but for me, charging up the case, it took just under 2 hours, and charging up the buds, it took just over an hour. So really good stuff there when we talk about the overall charge times. Now, one thing I do have to mention is that when the case got to about 20% remaining on the case, and I'm thinking, okay, I got about 1 charge left, maybe 2 charges left, the battery on the case tended to drop extremely fast from 20% and down. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out. Maybe if you pick these up, let me know if you're having that same issue. So the battery does drain from 20% down really quickly. Okay, just wanted to point that out for the charging case. Alright, so good stuff there. And a negative point on these is the fact that they do charge up using the micro USB charging port on here. So let me just show y'all. Not a fan of that because micro USB is a little bit harder to plug in, whereas USB Type-C you can plug in either orientation and you get a little bit faster charge times with USB Type-C. So I'm not a fan of the micro USB, but I do like the fact that they incorporated a USB-A charging port. So if I have a regular USB cable, I can charge these up. Or if I'm out on the road and my battery on my device is about to die, I can use these to keep my device charged long enough for me to make an emergency phone call or what have you. So really, really good stuff there to see the USB-A, but I would have also liked to see the USB-C instead of the micro USB. So that's one positive and one negative there in terms of the charging and the ports. Alright, so that pretty much goes over the charging for the earbuds and the case. Now let's go ahead and go over the overall battery life with the earbuds. Now starting off with the manufacturer's estimates, they estimated that the case should give you 7 to 8 additional charges, and the earbuds themselves should last you about 5 to 6 hours on a single charge. Alright, so, and again, I want to reiterate, as I do with a lot of my Bluetooth videos, I don't exactly know what battery percentage or volume percentage they did their testing at, but for me, I tested these at 35% volume and 50% volume respectively, and I'm getting ready to talk about my results with you guys and gals. Sorry, I told y'all I'm super clumsy. Y'all can see it in the video. So, talking about the battery life with the earbuds in stereo mode at 35% volume, I was averaging anywhere from about 5 hours on a single charge to 7 hours on a single charge. Now, at 50% volume, I was averaging about 5 to 6 hours on a single charge in stereo mode. Now, in independent mode, you would just take that number and you would double it. So, 5 hours on the low end would double up to 10 hours, okay? 7 hours on the high end would double up to 14 hours, okay? That's at 35% volume, and then at 50% volume, 5 hours would double to 10, okay? And 6 hours would double to 12, all right? So including the charging case, that means I was getting anywhere from about 70 to 90 hours including the charging case, all right? Or 30 to 42 hours including the charging case based on the volume that I kept the earbuds at, all right? So talking about the overall battery life, I have to say the battery life on these earbuds is pretty good. Now, in terms of stereo mode, y'all know it fell a little bit short than my standard. For stereo mode, I like to see at least 10 hours plus. But in independent mode, the battery life on these was really good. So the overall battery life, in my opinion, is pretty good, and it more than meets or exceeds the manufacturer's estimates. So that's really good in my overall opinion. So that covers the overall battery life and the overall charge times. Now let's keep it moving. Now what I want to do for everyone is I want to briefly talk about the positives and the negatives of these earbuds. Then we're going to wrap this video up. I'm going to talk about pricing and availability, and I'm going to go over my final thoughts and recommendation for you guys and gals. So this category is basically a summary of all the good and bad things that I found about the earbuds. So if you watch no other part of this video, please make sure you watch the positives and the negatives category. Alright? So, talking about the positives first. The overall build quality on these is really good in my opinion. Also in my opinion, these earbuds have a really solid core feature set, so top-notch stuff there. The overall sound quality, volume, and the bass on these is top-notch as well. These are extremely durable. They're extremely lightweight and comfortable for extended listening sessions, so really good stuff there. They have really fast charge times for the buds and really fast charge times for the case, so that's really good stuff there. And you're getting them at a really great price. Alright, so those are all of the positives in my opinion. Alright, now jumping over to the negatives, as I said earlier, I would have really liked to see a different design on these with an overall slightly bigger earbud. I feel like these are a little bit too small, and also they need better microphones. The microphone performance on these definitely needs improvement, and maybe if they incorporate a dedicated wing for additional support in usage, that would make these overall better in my opinion. Alright, so good stuff there. And then another typical gripe that I have, the charging case does not support wireless charging. That is a really nice feature that I would have liked to have seen on these. And also, we have the micro USB charging. I would have liked to have seen USB Type-C. So that pretty much goes over all the negatives in my opinion. Now, as I always do, I'll have a full list of the positives and the negatives thrown up in post. So please feel free to pause the video and check that list out. And as I always say in my videos, I am not perfect and I don't claim to be. So if you guys and gals pick these up and you spot a positive or negative that I did not mention, please leave that feedback down below in the comments. Because as I always say, if we don't provide our feedback, we will not get any better products. One of the ways that manufacturers know how to make their products better is based on our consumer feedback. So please leave all your feedback, whether it be positive or negative, down below in the comments. Alright? It's greatly appreciated as always. Alright, so that pretty much goes over the positives and the negatives in my opinion. And in my opinion, I feel as though the positives of these bad boys vastly outweigh the negatives. But let's keep it moving. Now I just want to take a second to talk about the overall pricing, availability, and give y'all my overall final thoughts and a recommendation or two. Now once again, as I said, this video was made possible thanks to SZC. So essentially, I got this product for free. But I did still go out there and do my due diligence, and I found these bad boys available pretty much for about 40 bucks. And at that price point of 40 bucks, can I recommend that you guys and gals pick these earbuds up? Well, I would have to say yes. As long as you can deal with the negatives that I mentioned, I feel as though these earbuds are pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Alright, so that pretty much does it for this video, guys and gals. As always, if you guys and gals enjoyed the video and or you found it helpful in any shape, form, or fashion, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. As always, if you guys and gals would like to see more content like this, please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below and click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. That being said, if this video piqued your interest and you guys and gals would like to know where you can pick up these bad boys for yourself at some really great prices, all the links to where y'all can pick up these earbuds at some really great prices will be available down below in the video description, along with all of my other extended coverage. So as always, down below in the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. Alright, that being said, this whole video here today was recorded using the rear-facing 12 megapixel camera on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Active in 720p resolution at 30 frames per second with no additional microphone hooked up. So there was no external audio used to record this video. So please let me know what you think of the overall video quality as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below in the comments. As always, your feedback is greatly appreciated. I hope everyone is having a great day. I hope you guys and gals are staying safe out there, and I will catch everyone in my next video. Have a good one, everybody. We are out of here. Peace.